Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with part 2 of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we are going to go through the game's second cycle within Clocktown and a little bit outside of Clocktown. We're going to do a couple things, but it's mostly going to be contained to within Clocktown. The philosophy behind this is that we already went through the cycle once as Deku Scrub Link, and now it's time to do it as Human Link. I was about to say Human Scrub Link. He's not a scrub. Within this walkthrough, we're going to get a few pieces of heart, we're going to get a few masks, and we're going to purchase important items as well. So, in the previous part of the walkthrough, we got the Adult's Wallet. If you haven't already gotten that, you need to have deposited 200 rupees and had a balance of 200 rupees in your bank, and then the banker will give it to you. So if you haven't done that already, make sure you do that before this, because we're going to buy a piece of heart that costs 100 rupees, and if you only have the regular wallet, you're only going to be able to have 99, and you won't be able to purchase it. Okay, let's go. So, first thing that I want to do is I want to explain this game's save system. So, the save system in Majora's Mask is quite interesting. Every time you play the Song of Time, the game saves. However, playing the Song of Time causes you to warp back in time to the start or the dawn of the first day. That's cool when you're ready to do that, but sometimes you don't want to revert time. Sometimes you're in the middle of a dungeon and you just want to save the game and start again. That is what these owl statues are for. So the first time you inspect one, it says, "Ye who hold the sacred sword, leave proof of our encounter." So what you want to do is you want to strike the owl statue with your sword, its wings open up, and then you can inspect it. So the statue reads, "You can save your progress and quit here. When you reselect your file, my face will appear by your file name. This indicates that the next time you reopen your file, you'll resume playing at this very place and time with your current status. Warning. If you reopen this owl file, then reset without saving at an owl statue, you'll lose the progress you've saved here. The next time you open the file, you'll restart at day 1 with the status you had when you last saved using the Song of Time." So, what this means is that the owl statues are sort of like temporary saves. Think of it almost like a save state. You can save at an owl statue, and it will save everything up to the minute that you touch the owl statue with. So you'll save all your ammo, all your rupees, all your story progress for that cycle. Everything saves. And then when you go back to the file select screen, there will be an owl icon next to the file. When you restart that file, the save gets loaded. However, it does not continue saving from that point. You would have to talk to another owl statue and make another owl save, or play the Song of Time and save that way. So saving is done either via the statue for a temporary save, or via the Song of Time for a more permanent save. It's a little difficult to wrap your head around. I do believe in the 3DS version this was modified a little bit, but just know that if you load an owl save, you will need to save at an owl statue again. Otherwise, it will reset to the previous time that you played the Song of Time. I'm not ready to quit, though. I just want to explain that. And you'll see what I mean as we get through the game. I'm going to try to make these walkthroughs last like 1 or 2 cycles. I won't really use these, but I'll make sure to explain it again as we go. Okay, so the other little thing that I want to do is slow down time. Now, if you remember, when we spoke to the Scarecrow in the Astral Observatory, he told us that if we play the mysterious song backwards, it will slow down the flow of time. So if we press down, C down, A right, C down, A, C right, we'll play the inverted Song of Time, and this causes time to move half as slow, or half as quickly. Okay, and then not only does this affect the clock on the bottom, you'll notice that the sun is moving more slowly, but all the NPCs slow down. So everything moves slower. Now, if you want, you can play the Song of Double Time by pressing C right, A, C down, and then this will allow you to skip to the next half day. So here we are at dawn of the first day or afternoon of the first day. When we play the Song of Double Time, it will ask us if we want to proceed to the night of the first day. In the 3DS version, you will be able to select the exact hour that you want to go to. However, on the N64 version or the Switch Online version or the GameCube version, you will go to 6 p.m. of the next half day. So either 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. So we're not going to do that. I just wanted to explain it. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the stray fairy from the laundry. And then we're going to put the stray fairy back together and get a mask. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So now let's go back to the fairy fountain. Put the great fairy back together. Something that I noticed when recording, or when I finished recording the previous section of the walkthrough, is that my lungs hurt because I was talking so much and so fast, because there's just so much to explain in this game when you start off. I just found it funny. Like, normally I'm like very relaxed at the end of walkthroughs and just feeling good, ready to do another one, but I actually had to take a break. I was like, whoa, this is a lot. All right, back at the fairies fountain. Let's put the great fairy back together. And now that we're human, she's going to have a different reaction. I'll skip all the text, but she's going to give us some stuff. All right, so she explains that scattered throughout the temples in the world, basically the 4 dungeons, there are stray fairies. And these stray fairies can be collected and then brought to the nearby fairy fountain outside of whatever dungeon. And then, as long as you have all 15 from the dungeon, a great fairy will spawn. They sort of do the same thing as they do here. They get back together, create the great fairy, and then you'll get an upgrade. So there's 4 different upgrades in 4 different temples. And to help us collect them, we got the Great Fairy Mask. And when you wear this, if there's a stray fairy nearby, the hair will sort of raise up and sparkle. And then if a stray fairy is loose in the area, it will automatically come to you. Takes a little while, but it will happen. But if the stray fairy is in a chest or if it's in a bubble and sort of trapped, you will have to break it free from the chest or the bubble, or whatever enemy might be carrying it. Okay, cool. So, now that we've done that, we have another mask. And then, since we have a sword as Human Link and the magic meter, we can do the same thing that we were able to do in Ocarina of Time. And now we can charge the sword and do a sword beam. Now, you'll notice that... Oh, we can't do it without the upgraded one. Okay. I was going to try to show you the Keaton, but that's okay. So basically, we'll eventually get the upgraded sword spin. And if you break all those bushes at once, a Keaton spawns. Oh boy. Okay, so we're going to come up here, and we're going to climb this playground very carefully. And then if we look over here, there's another platform, and then a piece of heart. Great. Still getting used to this N64 controller. Okay, we've explained saving... Slow down time, stray fairy from laundry, and the great fairy mask. Cool. So, now what we need to do is we need to play hide and seek again. So speak with Jim. Oh, actually what we need to do. Oops. Is we need to transform into the Deku Scrub. First time you put on a transformation mask, it plays a longer cutscene, but you can skip that by pressing the mask button again. So break this balloon. And then what you want to do is you want to transform back into Child Link. And now we got to play hide and seek again. So I think you could catch the majority of them as Deku Scrub Link, and you just got to catch the last one as Human Link, but... Oh boy. I don't want to chance it. Oh, God, come on. I wish these kids ran slower. Cool. That's one. We're going to collect them in the same order. Try to keep the password the same. Okay. It's going to be the same deal. The kids... Oh, God. The kid's going to be up here. Cut him off. Oh, don't go down there. Please don't go down there. Oh my God, get back here, child. Oh yeah, he hides in the box. Forgot about that. At first I was like, oh, it's glitching. Yeah, he hides in the box. All right, so you can either go into the stock pod in and then go up on the roof. This is just easier. You're gonna catch this one as a Deku Scrub. Oh, you can't. Oh, snap. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh my God, come here, child. I hate doing this. So, you don't have to do this as Child Link. Okay. But doing it gives you the Bomber's Notebook, which is a very important item as a first-time player. Like, it keeps track of your quests. So, definitely worth it. But you don't have to do this by any means. The password won't change. All right, the final guy's right here. Cool. All right. So we got the Bomber's Notebook. So he tells you the rules of the secret society. Password is 43125 again. So the Bomber's Notebook updates whenever you hear this sound. It says the Bomber's Secret Society of Justice was added to your notebook. You were taught the secret code. This was added to your notebook. So what you can do is you can go to the quest status subscreen. Right here, this is the Bomber's Notebook. Press A, and it brings up the notebook. Tells you the time of day. Tells you all the events that that NPC has. And if you have the icon all the way to the right, that badge, that means that that NPC is done. There are no more quests associated with them, and you've gotten the affiliated rewards. This notebook is huge. So throughout the game, you're going to interact with NPCs, and if you just talk to everybody, they will get added to the notebook, and then, yeah, like you're able to do quests for everybody. It's quite cool. Okie doke. So that is that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get some rupees. So let's go over to East Clocktown. And then something we're going to do basically at the start of every single cycle is we're going to get money. So you want to come over here. You want to jump across this gap. Jump along these posts here. These things sticking out of the house. Come over here. Press forward. Jump up. Come out here. And then this chest, every single cycle will have 100 rupees in it. Great job. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to play a minigame. We are going to play the Honey Darling minigame. So every single day this minigame changes. This is Honey and Darling's shop. These guys are obsessed with each other. So they are going to run... Oh, we need the bomb bag. Okay. A little unfortunate. Can't get the bomb bag till later. So... Oh, we can speak with Gorman here. add him to our notebook. Okay. So let's do this. Let us come over here. So Honey Darling minigame, we'll do a quick cycle at the end of this video for that. Let's come over here, and then we are going to play the song of Double Time to fast forward to the evening, and then we're going to speak with an NPC over here. He'll be quite familiar to you if you played Ocarina of Time. I was about to play the Sun Song, and then I thought for a second, where do I learn the Sun Song? And then I was like, oh, the Sun Song isn't in this game. Like I said in the previous part of the walkthrough, I know this game very well, but playing it efficiently is something I try to do, but not always successful. All right, so Guru shows up, and if you speak with him, he tells you a tale of how he led a musical troupe, and he worked with chickens or something. But he gives you a mask just for hearing his woes. This mask belonged to the leader of the animal troupe. Try parading it around tiny, young animals, which we will do later. So he tells us his confession, and we get a mask. Okie doke. Now what we're going to do is we are going to rescue, in a way, an NPC. So actually something I want to explain really quick is this shop right here. This is the Curiosity Shop. It opens at 10 p.m. This shop sells stolen items. There are NPCs. There is an NPC named Sakon who will steal things from people, and then he will work with that shop owner. That shop owner will sell the item for a jacked up price. Actually, we want to go out to the west. Yeah, the west. I want to go out West Clocktown. Sorry. What's interesting is that when you're viewing this owl statue from West Clocktown, what ends up happening is the model of the owl always has its wings closed. So it's a static image there. Sorry, I want to leave out of East Clocktown. I think I said west. I want to leave out of East Clocktown, baby. Okay. No. Where's the ocean? South. Okay. All good. Yeah. It was west. I'm dumb. Anyway. We're going to go this way. And then... No, the mountains. North. North Clocktown. What is wrong with me? We want to leave out of North Clocktown. Oh, boy. So we want to go to the mountains, or the mountain area, rather. And then there's going to be an NPC doing a real funky dance on top of like a weird ice mushroom. And you want to do this early in the evening, because if you do it... we need to be somewhere at midnight. It's that one. All right, let me just look up what time this guy shows up. Oh, he actually shows up a little later. Okay, all good. All right, let's do this. Let's go back to Clocktown, and then we will undo the Song of Double Time. And then we'll come out here after we do what we have to do. So at midnight of the first day, within North Clocktown, someone is going to be robbed. A robbery is going to take place. So if you play the Song of Inverted Time again, it resets it back to normal. And then I think it's 1 a.m. or midnight. Old lady from the bomb shop. 12 a.m. So a robbery is going to take place. And if you saw this happen while you were a Deku Scrub, you would have noticed that there was nothing you could have done to stop it. However, since we have a sword, we can maim the would-be robber and get the old lady's goods back. So this is why it's helpful to play the 3DS version for subsequent playthroughs, because you could just skip right to the time you want to play at, or you want to do something at. But I don't know. I kind of don't mind waiting, and there's plenty to talk about Majora's Mask. Something you'll notice, though, is on the night of the first day, this guy is hiding behind the playground, and if you speak to him, he says, "I'm not doing anything suspicious." Really? Well, we're going to see him rob the old lady. So, what can we talk about here? I guess we could talk about the post office boxes. So, you're able to deposit mail in these post boxes, and you do get mail from a specific NPC, or two, actually. You can mail letters, and then I think when you mail a letter, you get a piece of heart in return. Pretty cool, in my opinion. I like it. It's a nice little system. And you can even become a mailman at the end of a very, very long quest line. Doing this with him here is kind of annoying. You can also ride this slide down, which is kind of fun. So you could be a kid. You could be a Toys R Us kid. A couple more minutes. I'm trying to be efficient. There are things that we could do right now, but we would end up doubling up on ourselves. So better off just waiting. No big deal. It is funny to me that somehow this balloon blows back up and Jim goes back to trying to destroy it. I don't really get it. I guess Tingle doesn't show up here at night. Maybe because of the robbery. They don't want him getting in your way. All right. Another hour and 15 minutes. And the old lady will show up. So yeah, again, this is why, like, people give this game a little bit of grief, is because if you know what the side quests are, sometimes you just end up waiting. And it's a bit of a bummer, but I really don't mind. I think it lets the world breathe a little bit, you know? I would love for this game to get another remake and, like, just take out all the changes that the 3DS version had and just remake it as is. Like, you know, give it some updated graphics. Sort of like the way they did Link's Awakening. Like, I don't think this game would work with that art style, but it was a very creative art style, and it added to the game a lot. Or added a lot to the game, so. All right. Another 30 seconds, and then the robbery will take place. All right, so the old lady is going to come from East Clocktown here into North Clocktown, and she is attempting to get to the bomb shop. She has picked up a bomb bag that we'll actually be able to purchase as long as we rescue her. However, if you fail to rescue her, the big bomb bag that she was carrying will become purchasable from the Curiosity Shop on the night of day 2. So again, it's a little strange that, you know, there's robberies taking place and there's a shop. Oh, she comes from outside. And there's a shop within Clocktown that sells stolen goods. So, all right, we're going to see Sakon move out. It's a little bit of a cutscene. Comes out from behind the playground, runs like a weirdo, snatches the bag. The old lady says, "Stop, thief, give the old lady her luggage back." Then all we got to do is hit Sakon with our sword. He drops the bag and runs out towards the canyon. And we will find him again later on. He will sort of be around the canyon area. And then we'll be able to do more with him later on. So the old lady speaks to us. She says, "Thank you. Since you didn't make off with them, I can finally stock bomb bags at our shop. Maybe I'll put them out tomorrow." "Yes, I must thank you. It's a dangerous mask, but maybe you could use it to throw your own festival fireworks show." Now we get the bomb mask. Very good. Okay. Well, thanks for helping me. Take care. The old lady from the bomb shop was added to your notebook. And you guarded the old woman's luggage. This was added to your notebook. Cool. So that's that. And now what we're going to do is we are going to exit out of North Clocktown. Back at Termina Field. I'm going to slow down time. And then on this big mushroom thing, once you get near, you can hear this song get played, or start playing. I cannot speak today. Song starts playing, and you can see this dude dancing on it. So if you speak with him, he says, I am no longer part of the living. My sadness to the moon. I haven't left my dance to the world. I am filled with regret. Translation, I'm disappointed. Oh moon, I have died. Oh, I planned to bring the world together and stir it into a giant melting pot with my dance. If only I had taught my new dance to someone. The spirit dancer Kamaro was added to your notebook. So, if you play the Song of Healing, which I can't actually remember, I think it's down, right, left? Left, right, down. If you play the Song of Healing, you will heal the ailing spirit of Kamaro, and you will get his mask, but not before he dances in front of you. So what ends up happening is that his mask will allow you to perform his dance for people. So he says, spread my dance across the world, train its followers. Translation, I've taught it to you, now make it into a popular dance craze. You got Kamaro's mask. Use it to teach his dance to the world so his moves can become as popular as he hoped they would be. I'm continuing on you. Translation, I'm counting on you. Counting on you. Right, the joke. You became the dancer's successor. This was added to your notebook. So, now that we've done that, we can teach the dance to the two young ladies in West Clocktown near the lottery shop who are practicing a dance similar to this. But now we can actually kind of complete their training and teach them the full thing and get ourselves a piece of heart. All right. So you want to don Kamaro's mask, equip it, and then your B button changes from the sword to dance. Press it in front of these two girls, and Link will begin to teach them Kamaro's dance. However, they think it's Kamaro because he's wearing the mask. It's like very clearly not, but they don't care. In the 3DS version, the bomber boy who is here in West Clocktown will like get in front of the camera because his AI is like not, it's like unhooked from this scene in the 3DS version. It's very weird. Okay, they thank us. They claim that we are their master. And now we get a piece of heart. And if you've been following along, this should be your fourth piece of heart. The Rosa sisters, twin dancers, were added to your notebook. You stole the hearts of the dancers. This was added to your notebook. They clap. Master, you're so cool. Okay, so that's that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go grab the land title deed. Or actually, yeah, so we're going to grab the Moon Pearl. Moon's Tear. Moon Pearl? God, what is wrong with my brain today? We're going to grab the Moon's Tear, and then we're going to bring it to the Deku Scrub. And then in case you forgot the password, you can always look in the notebook. And it says it right next to Jim. 43125. And that password will never change unless you play hide and go seek and collect everybody differently. Okay. So the bomb mask that we received from the old lady after we rescued her can be used as a bomb. We don't have a bomb bag yet. We don't have bombs, but we have the bomb mask. So what we can do is we can come down here, avoid the big Skulltula, and then you can very clearly see there's a crack in this wall. If you strike it with your sword, it makes this a funny sound. Let's go ahead and equip the bomb mask. And then if you press B and explode, you'll deal damage to yourself, but if you shield and press B, you do not. So once you do that, the mask does have to recharge, so like when it's clear, that means it's recharging. But we can open up this chest and get another 100 rupees. So basically at the start of every cycle, we have access to a quick 200. So basically every time you start, grab that 200 because you're going to end up spending it in some way. Oh, God. Thank you. All right. So we don't have arrows. Not yet, at least. But we do have the Deku Scrub Mask. This N64 controller is so interesting. I love that I'm playing on an N64 controller, but it's like too good. It's like too precise. That makes doing things a little weird. All right, so same thing as last time. We're going to speak with the old man. He's going to let us use the telescope. And then we are going to look for the Skull Kid on top of the tower. Okay. All right. So the reason that we're going to do this moon tier little quest twice, or a second time rather, is actually twofold. So we're going to get the land title deed, and then we're going to use the land title deed to get another piece of heart from it. So it's not the one that was, you know, near the entrance to the clock tower. We can actually give that land title deed to somebody, and he will use it for something else and then give us a piece of heart. We're actually going to end up getting the land title deed for a third time later on in the game when we do the full-blown trading sequence with it. But we get it time number 2 because somebody is doing number 2. The other reason is that we're going to be able to purchase a piece of heart from that business scrub. I spoke about it in the previous section of the walkthrough, but I didn't realize that I had to give the Moon's Tier to the Deku Scrub in order to get him to leave Clocktown. I forgot about that part. All right, same thing as before. He shows up. He asks for the Moon Tier as a gift for his wife. I like how he literally puts his business hat on. Oh yeah, he only deals with Deku Scrubs. Oh, I guess not. I feel like the other ones only do. Can't remember. Okay, cool. So now that we have the land title deed, we can give this to someone in the Stockpot Inn. All right, so let's go over here. And I don't know if we can enter the inn from the door. If not, we can take the top door. Nope. All right, so use this Deku Flower. Then we are going to go downstairs. And we are going to speak to somebody in the bathroom. So a hand comes out of the toilet. This is actually a demon of sorts in Japan, or some sort of folklore about something like this. It translates hilariously in English, but this is actually a thing in Japan. So if you give the hand the land title deed because he's looking for paper, he will give you a piece of heart in return. So this fell down here. Okay. Moon Pearl, toilet hand. Okay, great. Cool. So now that we're done with that, we are going to... You can actually leave the stock pot in through the door. You just can't go in unless it's during check-in time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back into the bomber's hideout, and we are going to witness the business scrub leave Clocktown, and then we're going to purchase a piece of heart from him. It's quicker to do this. Deku Scrub Link is so much faster. Outside of Goron Link, Deku Scrub Link is the fastest. Without question. It's also just fun to move as him. Alright, so you want to use the telescope again. Alright, and then just look over here. You'll see the business scrub fly out. I do believe you have to watch him the whole time. So, this guy, I'll point him out in a second. So the business scrub is going to go into this grotto here. Come on, dude. There you go. All right, so this dude over here who's dancing in the field, during day 1, he can actually be found... Oh, it's a different guy. I always thought it was the same guy. Okay, never mind. I always thought it was the same guy. I didn't realize it's different people. Okay. Cool. So now that the business scrub has gone down into his grotto, we can pay him a visit and purchase a piece of heart from him. We can actually haggle on the price. You can get it down to 100 rupees. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so once you speak with a guard, I believe they will let you out of Clocktown in any form. Okay, nope. Decker Scrub cannot leave Clocktown. I always thought it was once you spoke to them, you were good. All right. So the observatory is up here. And again, you need at least 100 rupees. So just say no thanks to the 150 proposition, and then say yes to the 100. Okie doke. And then the scrub finally leaves for good. And if you ever need bugs, there's a good grotto to get them in. There's plenty. Okay. So we will actually leave Clocktown one more time in this in this section of the walkthrough. But for now, we're going to go back in. And then we're going to play another minigame, although I'm not 100% certain if it's open during the day. Or at night, rather. So there is a sword dojo, or like a sword school, located in West Clocktown. Nice. Okay. So the sword school, it's a training center. If you play the expert course, you can win a piece of heart. Costs 10 rupees. You got to cut down the 10 logs, all using jump strikes. So you want to target it using Z, and then press A to do a leaping strike, just like that. That will give you 3 points, and you need 30 points to get the piece of heart. Two more. Perfect. There you go. Okay, so the cool thing about this place is that there's actually... Oh, maybe you can only access it on day 3. There's like a hidden room behind here. But you'll basically find the teacher cowering behind that scroll back there. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a fake dog or a real dog, but no, it's definitely a fake dog. I mean, there's real dogs in this game, so I don't know. Interesting, though, the sort of falchion curved weapons that the Gerudo women use. I'm pretty sure that's like an homage to that. And there's spears as well. And there are Gerudo women in this game. Okie doke. So that's that. Now what we're going to do is... What time is the bomb shop open? Oh, it's open. Although I don't think Grandma shows up till tomorrow. Okay, cool. I'm actually glad that this is open. So, if we speak with the owner... Yeah, speak. There you go. It says, welcome. He offers the bomb bag. Oh, I thought we had to wait till the next day. Anyway, this is the big bomb bag. But if we speak with him, I think he thanks us. We just got a larger bomb bag in stock. Okay. So, if you do not rescue the grandmother or the old lady from the bomb shop, they will instead stock the regular bomb bag, I think for like 60 rupees. But if you rescue her, you get the big bomb bag. You can just purchase this. You don't need to purchase the regular size bomb bag. That's why I recommend rescuing her first and then coming in here. Although I'm going to wait till 6 a.m. just because I want to see. I really thought she would show up. I feel like she's like shows up in this shop. Oh, God. Can't do it indoors. Welcome to dawn of the second day again. Yeah, now she's behind the counter. Okay. And I think he thanks you. No? Okay. Well, anyway, go ahead and purchase it. And if you do not rescue her, this will become available in the Curiosity Shop 2 doors down on the night of the second day. I think for 200 rupees or something. All right. So... yeah, we can speak with her again. Nice fella helped me out so we can finally sell big bomb bags. Once again, the Giants are looking out for me. Mommy, don't go picking up bomb bags in the middle of the night anymore. It's like asking to be mugged. And I've actually heard that a thief has been lurking on the outskirts of town. But it's been our lifelong dream to sell big bomb bags since back in your daddy's day. Since we can't get the Goron made goods, this was our big chance, Sonny. I just don't want anything to happen to you, Mommy. I like how he's like this badass looking dude. He calls her Mommy. Okay, cool. So we can speak with this Goron, and he will tell us that he sells powder kegs, but you need a license. So he sells a huge bomb that this shop doesn't carry. It's so heavy, I don't think you can carry it. I'm sorry I even brought it up. Okay, no bomber's notebook there, but we will eventually learn about powder kegs. What is this? Plan moon trip, experiment memo, try using bomb-powered flight. Oh, cool, I never read that before. Okay, so we got the big bomb bag. Now we have bombs. And so the last thing that we're going to do in this cycle is we're going to go get the bunny hood. So in order to get that, we want to leave out of South Clocktown. And we're not going to go to the swamp, although we may end up triggering a cutscene. If that's the case, kind of bummed about it because I wanted to do that later. But it's okay. Instead, we want to go to the ranch. I think we'll be able to avoid it. Ranch is over here. So something very important that I want to point out to you. This really weird-looking bird, the one with the purple sort of mask on its face, the purple coloring, that bird will steal stuff from you, and then it will be sold in the curiosity shop. So you don't want to get near that bird unless you're trying to kill it. If you kill it with light arrows, or I think light arrows kill it the fastest, what will end up happening is it drops a gold rupee, I think worth 300 or 200. So anyway, owl statue here. Go ahead and break it open. You will be able to warp to owl statues. We'll cover that in the next part of the walkthrough, but very important to open it now. And then Tingle is over here as well on Milk Road. Let's go ahead and shoot him down. He's got good knees. All right, he sells you the map for Romani Ranch for 20. Oh my god, I don't have enough rupees. Are you kidding me? We'll go in and out a couple times. What happened to all my money? I don't want to deal with that buzzard. That's why I'm choosing to come in here instead of, like, shred up the field. The bomb bag was 90. I had 200. Did I play Minigames? I don't know what I did. Sword minigame was 10. Oh, the heart piece was the other 100. Right. Either way, it doesn't matter. Okay. Shoot him down again. Say hello. Cool. All right. So, if we speak with this gentleman here, he tells us that he's trying to break up this giant boulder that someone used to block the road to Romani Ranch. And he tells us to wait another day. So, what we can do is we can skip forward in time. We're going to skip all the way to dawn of the third day, and then this boulder will be gone. There is another way to break this boulder, and that is to use the powder keg that the Goron in the bomb shop was referring to. That comes later. We can't do that till basically after we finish the second dungeon, which is Snowhead Temple. Okay, cool. So the boulder's gone. I opened the way. So I'm going to equip the mask just to move a little bit faster. Okie doke. So this is Romani Ranch. We are not going to do much here except for one thing. We will come back much later on when we are able to break the boulder, because we will then be able to rescue Epona. Actually, can we rescue Epona now? I heard her neigh, but I feel like you gotta do it on day one. Nope. No, I think she's crazy, so she won't teach us the song. Yeah, I think... So I don't want to spoil what happened to her if you haven't played this yet, but I don't think she can talk. Yeah. Okay, we can't rescue Epona yet. Can't do it till later. And believe it or not, you actually need Epona to reach the third area of the game. Okay, that's cool. So this building right here, this is the dog racetrack. We're not going to do anything with that yet. But basically, you can bet on dog races and then win a piece of heart. It's kind of frustrating to do, but the real reason we're here is this. So at the beginning of this cycle, we obtained the Bremen mask, and we were told that this mask owner, was the leader of an animal troop, and the Bremen mask description says, wear it so young animals will mistake you for their leader. So go ahead and equip the Bremen mask, and then press B to march, and then we need to pick up 10 cuckoo chicks that are scattered throughout this area. And you do have to march. You don't have to march the entire time, but as soon as you stop marching, they scatter back around. So you're better off just doing it. Of course, the earthquakes have started. And once you get the 10th one, they will sort of evolve like Pokemon. And they will turn into full-fledged cuckoos, and then you will get another mask. So it's funny, since we're moving this slow, you'll notice that it doesn't really look like... It looks like Link is floating on the ground, like he's not actually touching anything. This is a lot better in Majora's Mask, but it's the reason that I didn't play Ocarina of Time for my walkthroughs on Switch Online, the N64 emulator. It looks so much worse in Ocarina of Time in certain places, where it literally looks like you're floating on a gross, weird-looking painting. So it's not really ever obvious in Majora's Mask, except for very small places. Where'd you go? Come back. I think I got credit for it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 9. Where's 10? There we go. Back in line, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's number 10? Oh, there he is. Right in the middle. So this is the dude who sits under the tree in Kakariko Village in Ocarina of Time. So just keep marching until all 10 evolve. Cool. And then he speaks to you. He says, I don't really get it, but just seeing these guys with the crest and all, I don't have regrets about anything anymore. I'm perfectly satisfied. Here, you can have this from me. You get the bunny hood. My, what long ears it has. Will the power of the wild spring forth? Yeah, these guys are all roosters. The cuckoo-loving grog was added to your notebook. You fulfilled the wishes of youth. This was added to your notebook. Cool. So the bunny hood in Majora's Mask actually functions, and it allows you to move faster. So Link runs really fast. I think this is as fast, if not faster, than the Deku Scrub. But we're not really going to wear it too often. One thing that it does allow us to do, which we will do in the next cycle, also in this video, is it allows us to play the Postman's minigame for a piece of heart. You could play the minigame without it, but it becomes considerably easier with the hood. And we don't have the Song of Soaring yet, so we do have to go back manually. That's okay. With the bunny hood, we move a lot faster. Don't have to worry about him. I was going to add somebody to the notebook, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to add people to the notebook before you do their quests. But it just helps keep track of NPCs. Okie doke. So back in town. The boys are back in town. Go back to my list. Okay. Postman's minigame. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to deposit our 7 rupees. That may seem like dumb, but believe me, every little bit of depositing helps. Cool. So we're done with this cycle. What we're going to do now is we're going to play the Song of Time. And then we are going to do a couple of mini games, a couple of the last mini games in Majora's Mask. So, just like before, the first thing we're going to do is get some money. We need that guap. You don't need much, but it's always worth getting the 200, especially early on, because I think it's 5,000 rupees you need. You want to deposit 5,000 rupees. Take off the bunny hood here. You will mess up this jump if you have it equipped. If you deposit 5,000 rupees into the bank and you have a balance of 5,000 at one time, you'll get a piece of heart. It's generally the last piece of heart most people get. It'll probably be the last one I get in this walkthrough as well. Okay. Oh, slow down time. It's hard to remember to do that sometimes. What is the password again? 43125. Oh, I'm gonna take it off, talk to him. Cool. All right. So you'll notice from playing the Song of Time, you're out of bombs. But you have the bomb mask, so it doesn't matter. Set time back to normal. I'm somewhat bad at that minigame, so like I just like to really take my time with it. But what we're gonna do is we are gonna wait for 3 p.m. and then we're gonna play the Postman's minigame. I am going to deposit 100 of these rupees though, and yeah. I think I'm starting to break this N64 controller in. Still snapping back to neutral. Okay. Cool. So now we just wait until 3 o'clock. Trying to think if there's anything else we could do in the meantime. I really don't think there is. Yeah. We don't have enough songs to do certain things. I don't want to start Woodfall. So when the postman leaves, you can try to enter and it says currently out delivering mail, please wait a while. He comes back at 3 o'clock. It'll be a couple minutes. Really trying to think of what else we can do. Yeah, so this, again, is why the 3DS version is a little superior for, like, subsequent playthroughs and walkthroughs. It's just, you can just zip to a time, no problem. Yep. So I think we could skip to 6 o'clock, but being frank with you, I have had a difficult time in recent playthroughs, like getting the postman to work. So, yeah, I don't want to risk it. I'm just double checking the wikis, make sure it's 3 p.m. Yeah, you need to talk to him on the first or second day between 3 and 12. Okay. Cool. We'll continue to wait for another couple minutes. Yeah, really not much else to say. Yeah, he comes back 12 on the dots when the door closes. Yeah, and I think he takes a nap. Yeah. According to my schedule, it is now my nap time. If my schedule is disrupted by even a few seconds, later delivery will be delayed. Public service is very hard. So, you can actually see his schedule. Morning collection, afternoon delivery, evening practice. The week's motto, don't slack off, the heavens and the wife are watching. From Mayor Dotour. So yeah, you can see like hangs up his cap and backpack there. I feel like this little cubby system here is like the precursor to the sorting game of Wind Waker. Like, it just feels the same. Then, of course, you can see the different mailboxes, their locations within Clocktown. Pretty cool. I like all the little details in this game. It's so nice. It's such like a cool upgrade to Ocarina of Time. All right, so it's officially his nap time at 1 p.m. Oh, it's an app from 12 to 1, then he delivers again from 1 to 3. Yeah, he's got a route, and he sticks to it. We could actually follow him. We could see where he goes. We could observe his routine. Let's do that. So he picked a letter up. At the start of every cycle, you'll notice a young man come out of the laundry and put a letter in the mailbox here in South Clocktown. So the mailman will collect that one, and then he will deliver it to a young lady who works here at the Stockpot Inn. So if we go in, you can see her working the counter. Welcome to the Stockpot Inn. Did you have a reservation? Just say no, doesn't matter. Terribly sorry. You know, we're all booked up. No big deal. And I think if you say yes, she mentions that a Goron checked in using your name. And it kind of gives you a hint that you can check in on day 1 if you like. But it's a super long quest. It's one of the most famous quests in Zelda. So, yeah, you can actually observe this interaction by just talking to one of them. Mailman delivers her a letter. This letter, where'd you get it? From the post box. That's not what I mean. From the post box where? From the post box somewhere. That's not what I mean. So the postman is just like very thick. Like he's just not helpful. So yeah, it's just cool. The Clocktown, like literally it operates like a town. Like you can watch these people live out their lives and sort of intersect with them. It's just really cool. I love it. I love this game so much. All right, so now that he has delivered the letter, he's going to go back to the post office, where he also sleeps, and he's going to begin his mental training. It's a timing challenge. And the way this minigame works is you need to stop the clock at 10 seconds on the second. So the clock has to read 10:00. If you are not wearing the bunny hood, this will appear impossible, although some speedrunners are able to do it that I've watched. But if you do wear the bunny hood, the clock actually shows up. Okay, so you press A once it's ready. Oh, am I good or am I good? It's hard to do, but you just got to stop it exactly at 10 seconds. You just press A. It gives you a heart, or a piece of heart, and that is now our 5th heart container. Cool. Now, you will notice that if you check out the Bomber's Notebook, if you check out the entry for the postman, you will notice that even though we got a piece of heart from him, he does not have the completion badge. There's still quite a lot to do with the postman, and he is part of a very long quest chain that we actually have to do twice. So that's for a much later part of the walkthrough. It's going to be like almost one of the last things we do, but it's a very, very, very good quest line, but we can't do it all just yet. So we're going to leave him for now. Okay, so now that that is done, glad we got that on the first try. It's one of the hardest things to do in the game. Okay, I'm going to cut that part out of the walkthrough. I just realized here on day 3 that you need to have a bow to play the 3rd and final minigame. I thought it was all bomb minigames. I'm wrong. So cutting that section out of the walkthrough, we'll come back to it after we finish Woodfall Temple. Now, there's basically 3 minigames that you can't complete for a little while here in East Clocktown. Honey and Darling's shop, you can't do until you have a bow. The shooting gallery, you can't do until you have a bow. And the treasure chest minigame can't be... You can do it at any time, but the piece of heart is only rewarded to Goron Link. So until you get the Goron mask, you cannot play that minigame. You can't get the real prize out of that minigame, I should say. Okay, let's do this. Let's deposit our money, and then we will be done. I'm really bummed out about that. Really bummed out. It's funny, like, as it was loading, I was like, another bomb chew minigame? That seems weird. There's a lot of targets here. Well, that second cycle was not necessarily pointless. We got to do the mailman stuff, but all right. Okie doke. Cool. You're going to get real familiar with this exact position. Depositing rupees and then playing the Song of Time in front of the banker. All right. So that is it for the second cycle and technically the third cycle. But that's basically it for Clocktown for now. There's still a lot to do within Clocktown. You will constantly be like revisiting Clocktown and doing more and more, but you can't do certain things until you get certain weapons or certain masks. Yeah, there's a lot to do. We're going to be in Clocktown throughout the entire game. You just keep coming back to it. It's quite nice. But that's going to do for this part of the walkthrough. In the next section of the walkthrough, we're going to go south to Woodfall. And we're going to do the first dungeon. I will warn you, it's going to be a long walkthrough. There's a lot to be done. And when we finish the dungeon, there's even more to be done. There's a mask that we can get. And then, of course, we can finish the Honey and Darling minigame to get that piece of heart. And, of course, the shooting gallery. But there are actually 2 shooting galleries. And so we can basically get both quiver upgrades very quickly, along with a piece of heart. 2 pieces of heart, actually, I think. I think if you get a perfect score in the shooting gallery, you get a piece of heart. Let me double check. Majora's Mask, heart pieces. Almost positive. Shooting gallery. Yep. Okay, cool. So that'll be for next time. But next time is going to be a long walkthrough. I anticipate probably about 2 hours. That's it for now. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the gray join button below this video, or you can leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.